welcome to my channel. Today we're looking at my 2020 to 2022 sketchbook. It's currently January 2024, so I haven't even looked at these drawings for quite a while, so it's kind of like a look through for me and for you. There's quite a bit in here. This is my most full sketchbook. I hope you guys enjoy. If you want to subscribe, I'm going to be posting more art content, so feel free to do that. Also, if you like and comment, that would be very appreciated. See you guys at the end of the video. Alright, let's jump right into it. So this is page 1. At this time, I drew a lot of my friends. So like you're gonna see a bunch of my friends, but these are all from high school. I think this sketchbook was the one I did after I applied to OCAD. I was working on a lot of like cross hatching in the hat. You can see there's a lot like with the jacket. I tried to do a lot of shading with that. Next page, this is my friend Andy. This was him tattooing us. He was the first person to ever tattoo me. I have this little sailboat from his tattoo. This was done in 2020. Andy's tattoo man. So he's tattooing my friend Julie's knee. This is her little tattoo. Or this is a page full of like people that I know. This is me. This is my brother. This is some random person actually from Pinterest. This person I think is somebody from Instagram. I don't know if I asked him if I could draw him or not. Yeah, maybe you'll see this, and if you do, I drew you. Kind of weird. This is a page of the tattoos that I was creating. I actually have this one on my arm right there. I wanted this tattoo for so long. I was gonna get this tattoo and I didn't yet. I kind of like it though. I might get it in the future, I'm not sure. I really like this version of the weeping elephant. It's called the weeping elephant. It's like a continuous project that I work on. So next page, this is my sister. I drew her lying in my bed. This was me. This is my friend Julie. That's me again. I was just doodling. This is kind of doodle work. I sketch a lot of people in this sketchbook, so it's very much full of like people that I know from high school mostly. And my sister, obviously. This page I did while I was sitting at a cafe. I was sitting and looking outside the window. So this is like a place across the street from my favorite cafe. It's cool because I always like look at the buildings from across that cafe and I'm like, oh, has that been here forever? And then I can look back at my sketchbook and be like, oh, you know what? It did say craft. I don't know what that says, but I remember the other day Justin and I were like, what is that? And it's an apartment building. The rest is just elephants because I really like elephants. I drew my friend Julie. I drew some random girl that I don't know. I watched this guy walk by. He was holding an umbrella in his bag, so that's why I drew Umbrella Man. I painted this on a pair of pants actually. This scene right here, I painted this wave and the elephants and stuff, and it's available to purchase. If you go on my Instagram, you can find it. I'll put the link in the bio as well. Of course, more elephants. I literally love elephants, but at this time I was very obsessed with drawing elephants. Guess who? This is Justin and I, my boyfriend and me. I draw Justin a lot in this sketchbook because we just started dating at the time and I was like obsessed with drawing him. I mean, also I was drawing all the time, so I painted him recently. I'll probably never stop painting him and drawing him. This is a random person from Instagram. I was working on shading of the body, working on like muscles and hands and stuff. This page is kind of like a mess. I don't even know what this is. This is just complete doodles. This is my dog. This is my sister again lying in her bed for some reason. I decided to draw that a bunch of times. This is watercolor pencil. It's something I was experimenting with at the time. I started to just draw with pencil crayon. I thought it was real pencil crayon and it turns out it was watercolor. So I put water all over it and then I made a whole bunch of studies and portraits using just watercolor pencil and then putting water all over it. So this is when I was doing some body studies. I do a lot of bodies, a lot of shading with graphite pencil, female figure drawing, Sophia Cerez. So this is Nora. I drew her drawing in a cafe. Not everything really looks like exactly how my friends look, but I mean that's the point of drawing. These are some more figure studies. Next we have just some random person. I don't know who that is, but I found her on Pinterest probably. This is a watercolor painting I've done. I have prints available of this one if you would like to purchase. Check out my Instagram again. And I really love how watercolor pencil turns out because it's very easy to get like the details in because I can actually draw them with a pencil. This is a drawing that I did with oil pastel. This is just like a, I don't know why I did this. It's just literally I cut out a page that I liked and then I put some other, I think I was gonna do a collage and I never got around to it. A lot of that happens. I think these two, like the flowers were just like, I think I found the pictures in a magazine and I decided to draw them both in different ways. This was at a cottage. I didn't finish it and I wanted to finish it, but then I didn't. This is like an in-person drawing. These are some portraits that I did. I found these on Pinterest. You might have seen them if you look at Pinterest a lot. At this time I was drawing a lot of stuff from Pinterest. I like to draw a lot more from like life now and like pictures that I have, but at this time I was doing that. This is a page of tattoos. I tattooed this exact thing on my leg. It was my very first tattoo that I ever did, and my last tattoo as well. Actually, I don't think it was my last one, but it's the last one that I actually kept, because all the other ones I tried to do on myself, I got covered up because they were very bad. I have these. I love those clouds. I have it right kind of here. It's not the same, but I do love those clouds, like the Chinese clouds, I think it's called. This is a collage page. I really like to do like, I just like to come back and like sketch on top of other sketches and just make them even better. And yeah, so I did a lot of collaging at this time. I used gouache for this. This is literally the tattoo that I have on my arm. This is a tattoo I tried to tattoo on my leg. It didn't work. Julie got the scorpion tattoo. I didn't draw it. She got some other one. This is gouache again. I was exploring with gouache, trying to just see how it works. So I have a lot of like experiments. I designed these faces that I would draw because the line art was really in, and then I started doing those on my pants, but I started with just sketching them in my sketchbook. Here they are. These are a bunch of faces. I just like looked at portraits on Pinterest and then I sketched them with a line pencil, and I don't know if I looked at the page or not. I can't remember at this point, but I like kind of used all these faces on pants and stuff. I want to make more because I think these are really cool, and the fact that these come out of my brain instead of like, I know I see a lot of the line art on like Pinterest and stuff and Instagram. I know it's a very trending thing right now, but each one of these I drew from pictures. So each one of these I drew from pictures and I made it look how they look, so I think that's pretty cool. Here I was trying some more line art. This is me. I don't know who that is, but it looks like I might know them. A lot of the people I drew I did know. Yeah, like this is Justin. These are two people from Instagram. I think that they might follow me from YouTube, and so I posted something a while ago that was like, send me pictures if you want me to sketch you. So I got a few. I got so many pictures and I didn't end up drawing that many people, but I finished this one. I don't remember who this person is. If this is you, let me know because that's funny and I love drawing you. I love how this turned out. I think it's really pretty. This was Justin. I stopped drawing him because he looks very cartoony. His eyes were too big and I didn't like it. This is another person that I was starting to draw. If that's you, let me know. This is some things that I was doing for school. I had to work on grayscale, so I was using acrylic paint and I was just painting with black and white, and I basically made a bunch of different grays out of the black and white. This one here is something that I just drew. I wanted to do some stylized stuff. I've been seeing like a lot of stylized things once again on Pinterest. I guess I used to search a lot of things on Pinterest because I haven't been on it in a long time, to be honest. So I started seeing these stylized room paintings and drawings. So I used these markers that I had just got. I think this is really cute. I like this style, and I actually only have like pink pens, so I can only draw in pink and like brown, but I think it works. I titled this Room November 2021 by Sophia Serez. This was a project I did for school. It was a self-portrait. I don't love how it turned out. I think I was stressed and like just like did it in one single like sitting and was just like, I don't know what to do. Like, this is my art stool. This is my self-portrait. Me am me. Who am I? I was living in Toronto, so I was doing a lot of sitting on my art stool, I guess. This is a bathtub that I tried to paint. I don't love how that turned out. I should have put a little more time and effort, but this is a sketchbook, so whatever. Why? I don't care. This is a drawing of Justin. This is actually the one that I'm painting now, but this is different, a different version. His face is very long. I made it a little too long, but that's okay. I think the drawing part of it is very beautiful. I totally forgot that I had done this. This is another sketch of Justin. It's a line sketch. As you can tell, I was like we were just started dating and I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to draw him all the time. And I was also sketching a lot at this time, so it makes sense that I would paint him and draw him so many times in my sketchbook. This is an experiment with gouache that I did. It's not my favorite. I don't love how my like gouache experiments turn out half the time, but that's the point of doing it. Oh, okay, another one of Justin. What the heck? Literally so many. But, I mean, like, he's beautiful, so why not? I don't know. He's the perfect features to draw. I guess this is, like, cross-hatching, but the lips are not, the nose is not, the eyes are not, obviously, but everything else is done with cross-hatching. Yeah, I love that. So these are a bunch of people I know. A lot of people from my school. This was Tugi, Julie again, Manit, Caitlin, Ali Bertoli. It's funny because obviously Julie's my best friend still. I just talk to everyone actually, but like I'm not as close as I was with everybody, so it's funny to see them in my sketchbook and be like, hey, that's so-and-so from high school. This is a police box or TARDIS from Doctor Who. I did another version of this after I had painted this for my friend's mom because they love Doctor Who and she asked me to paint it. And I really love how that one turned out. I started getting better with gouache at this point, which was really awesome. I started doing these flowers and now they're kind of like iconic. I do them all over a lot of drawings now, a lot of paintings that I have on my wall and stuff. This was a line art that I tried to do. You can see underneath it there's those little men, but then I painted over it because I didn't like that and I didn't want to waste the page, because often I find that I waste a page by just like not liking something when I could just paint over it with something else and just let it come through and it looks kind of cool. I have those iconic flowers once again. They're not actually iconic. Well, they're iconic to me, but I'm sure, I don't know, you know. Yep. This is some cross-hatching work of Jaden. Actually met Jaden through YouTube. He's really freaking cool and awesome and he skateboards and he posted a YouTube video as well. I think he had a really cool face to paint and sorry to draw, so I drew him. This is another person, not sure who this is. I feel like this person actually looks similar to Jaden, the nose and like the sharp features and stuff. I don't know if that's because I actually like drew it subliminally or if this person actually looked like Jaden. And as you can see, there's a little person underneath. That's another one that I decided to draw over. This is one of the most chaotic pages in my sketchbook and I really love this one. As you can see, there's more flowers. I started doing that all the time. It's funny because I don't really like painting flowers, I always think and say, but like this sketchbook has so many flowers and I don't remember if I was doing that on purpose because I don't like painting them or if because I actually do like painting them, or it could be because it's just something that everybody has sitting around their house, or at least my mom does. And this is watercolor pencil again that I put water over top of after I was done drawing it. This person's smoking, don't know who they are. These are some eyes. I think these are really pretty and cool. These are very like whimsical, like kind of unicorn vibes. Yeah, and then I used this pen that I figured out was also watercolor-ish. I put a lot of cross-hatching all over the page and then I put water all over it. Painted a jar and then paintbrush. At this time, I was kind of depressed. It was during the pandemic and like I wasn't seeing my friends. I had moved to Toronto. School was not in person like they said it was going to be. It was mostly online and I was living in a basement, so I kind of like poured my soul into this page. Into the coming page. There's some little men jumping into the water, little stick figures. I like to do the stick figures. Why am I here? I guess that's how I felt in school. Like, why am I in Toronto right now if school is not in person? This is a really funky page I did. I actually came back to finish this one. I didn't like this drawing at first, and then I went over it with like color and pen. You know what I did? I just outlined it and then I went over it with pen after and colored it in. And I was like, you know what? I really like that. It's also done with gouache, I believe, and maybe watercolor. And then obviously there's some pen in there. Got some ink. A lot of it is ink actually. I really like this painting slash drawing, so I have a print of that if you are wanting that. I actually filmed a video of me making this. This was one of my first acrylic paintings. I didn't really use acrylic very often, and I still don't, but at this time, like, I had never really used it other than in high school, just for a little tiny project. So I bought it and I tried to like figure out how to use the coloring, and it turned out really funky because I didn't actually know how to blend, but I really like it worked in my favor. So if you want to watch my entire process of painting this, you can go check out that video.
Alright, so I'm gonna be settling down and getting all the paint onto
Settling down.
You're gonna start by freehanding the subject.
This drawing is another one that I did while I don't know if I was in Toronto or if I was back home for the weekend or something. Okay, I was obsessed with Alt J at this time and I was like really loving Alt J. So I love every other freckle. Matty? What? How green is my body? Basically, I just wrote the lyrics of All J behind this lovely watercolor painting. This is another one of like the watercolor sketches that I did of just somebody on Pinterest. She's got red hair. I really love this portrait, and I really like the collection of watercolors I did of this. I should do more, honestly, of like just like the portraits just with one color. I love doing that. At this time, I was also listening to the song Whale. Come with me, whale, sing with me, whale, we will go far into the sea. So I painted a whale, and then I did some, this is from like some old comic books. At this time, I was like really obsessed with music because, I don't know, I feel like the pandemic really got me in the state where I needed music to feel like happy. Person and whole, and like, yes, this is life. Like, I needed music to do that. This is the last page, I believe, the second last page. I did this in a cafe in Toronto. Oh look, missing him, missing them all. Sunday evening. It's a Sunday evening. It's raining. It's 5 p.m. Get off my lawn. Today I'm lonely. I'm writing in a cafe. That's really sad. I remember this girl complimented me. She came up to me. She was like, oh, I love your drawing. And I was like, thank you. Even though it's like, like when I'm depressed, I guess I draw like still pretty stuff like flowers. Again, flowers. I didn't know I drew flowers so much until now. But there's like somebody crying, and then there's those little like things that make you feel a little bit sad, but still it's kind of happy. I don't know. The purple colors are sad. So anyway, next is, I don't even know what this is. I was just trying to draw something and it kind of failed, but you know what? That's why it's a sketchbook. So 35 coffee, 50 cheater, 35? What the heck? What was I writing? They are climbing to catch the honey. Oh, cool. So I guess there's little people down here that are climbing up here to catch the honey. That's cool. And my last page, another gouache study. Yep, as you can see, I did a lot of gouache studies at the time. I was trying to figure out how to actually use gouache. Oh my gosh, I think I missed this page. What the heck? Yeah, I did. Here's another study page of my gouache work. I was watching Rick and Morty so much at this time. I actually just started watching it again, the newest season, and I actually really like how they've made it. I think gouache is really good for like doing cartoons and stuff. I think this turned out a lot better than like most of my gouache work did. Anyway, so that was everything in my sketchbook. I haven't been sketching in my sketchbook a lot. I've just been using like other pieces of paper recently, but I feel like it'd be good to like use a sketchbook again so I know where everything is and it's all in one spot. I think it's good to have just like to be able to open a book and like look at everything I've done. I often like want to put things on my wall, so I like try not always to do sketchbooking, if you know what I mean, but then I also like, for example, like this, I glued into this because I wanted it in my sketchbook so I can look back on it and be like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot that I did that. So that was my sketchbook tour. Thank you so much guys for watching. I hope to see you soon. Have a good rest of your day guys. Thank you so much. Bye.